Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lounge Vibes. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever time zone you find yourself watching me. We are here tonight again with another episode. In the studio with me, I have
Pami
and the lady herself,
Adjoa Golden.
All right, how are you guys doing?
How are we doing? Fine. We did.
we did like we know the
So how has your week been, Pami, so far?
Week has been good.
Anything controversial?
The controversial they're plenty.
Plenty. You agenda man.
Controversial they're plenty.
Agenda.
I see a lot of things going on TikTok. With all
yes.
this.
The relationship, then the boycotting.
Oh, boycotting. Hey.
They're cutting everything.
Obviously, Abramo.
What's on my brain?
Adjoa, your week so far?
My week has been okay. It's been okay. I need to catch up on some rest, but yeah, it's okay. It's been okay. Mm-hmm.
Anything controversial you want to share?
Oh, okay. The boycotting thing, and the CEO thing that I saw, and then, well, I kind of, I don't want to touch up too much on that, but it's been trending on TikTok with the Ponzi scheme, with the scooters. That one has been a lot, though. I've been seeing a lot. And people are now, especially the African community, it's been prominent in there. But other than that, yeah, that's the only things that I've been seeing on TikTok.
Yeah, I think with what you're talking about, the African, most of the African community has been hit hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen a few videos where kids are talking about, my parents don't listen. They do this, they do that. I'm like,
of course.
Can you let us rest?
They never do.
We know.
They never do.
Oh, so you're one of those people that think that parents don't listen, eh?
They just don't listen. Because they think they know better. And
they'll come and say, "Ubada bang."
They do know they do know better, but there's times where like you should be able to tell if something is funny somewhere. And
but not necessarily that, but sometimes, depending on where the recommendation is coming from, and I believe some of these things are based on recommendation or referral, whatever you call it. So, once you go to church and they're preaching about it or, making a conversation about it and encouraging people, you're not really going to think anything of it because most people believe in their pastors and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true.
But I also say that's like, as much as I always say, as much as someone shares information with you doesn't mean you should just take it and run with it. Yes, I understand there's something that come up from people that you might trust and stuff, but at the same time too, you should also have that intuition to be able to like identify if there's something funny about it, or sometimes even just do your own research about it. Some people just hear and just run with it, and you might be lucky and it works well, and there sometimes it doesn't work well. Me in particular, I don't take such risk. It's not for me because I am someone that like like before I give my money out, I have to have like a few number of evidence to prove that okay, this thing works and this is not a scam and stuff. I'll have to do my little research on it before I give it the benefit of the doubt.
But how do you know that it's not it's really not a scam or anything like that? Because you have people that are actually, bring you in, they have the data to show that this is what I've done, this is what I've made, this is what I've cashed out, or this and that. If they're showing you all that proof, don't you think that, you're going to be encouraged and be motivated, like, okay, yeah, I want to do this, I want to try this. So because if he or she is cashed out this X amount, why not? Because life is all about gambling.
Yes,
taking chances.
Let me ask you this question. Most of the people that this Ponzi scheme catches them, according to you and based on your observation, do you consider them as well-educated people?
Not all the time.
Exactly my point.
For me, the few that I've encountered are well-educated individuals. So, I have an IT guru, I have a registered nurse, I have, variety of people with their heads screwed on right, well-educated individuals. But I believe sometimes, it becomes tempting.
Yes,
You want to take that chance. It looks so appealing, so tempting that you're like, no, you know what? Let me just.
and that's the thing. If something is tempting, want to make like my policy is, if it's tempting, I want to go through it. And sometimes this Ponzi scheme, sometimes they're lying right in front of you. Just that because you are so focused on the profits of that Ponzi scheme, you don't get to see it. So like, I know there was a time where one of my former landlords, he has something to do with one of those things as well. And he introduced me to US like, oh, just for the video, see, it's around health insurance. I'm like, okay, I'll have a look at it. Now I watched this video, and the video was a lot of talking and a lot of testimonials and like talking like, show me the facts, show me the data, show me this. And like the data that was being provided and stuff.
Right.
And like, it wasn't clicking for me. So I wasn't convinced enough to like, you know what? I'm okay to take my money out of my account and put it into this and stuff. Later on, we got to find out that, it's one of those things.
Yeah, Adjoa, I mean, you're the one that brought it up. You're the one that was, so what's up with that?
I mean, all in all, like the way we talk about it, when something is too good to be true and the way people run after it, it's like, do you do enough vetting? Do you do enough research before you put your head into it? Because the way it's structured, you're like putting your like you're putting money into it. And they're telling you, oh, you make this money over time. You make this money over time. And the way Ponzi scheme works in a sense of that, like, it's like an illusion. It's like, oh, you put money in, you cash out early. You put money in, you cash out early. But for those that invest early on and cash out early, they're not much affected. But those that find out later on, they put their money and let it sit there, those are the ones that they get affected by that. So it's like schemes like this have been going on for a while, and it's time for people to do more research and be more vigilant, because not a lot of people do research nowadays. It's like, the next best thing. They look at it and they're like, oh, this looks promising, too good to be true, but I'm going to put my head inside it. And then it just...
And then it goes haywire.
It goes haywire. It goes south. So...
Wow. So, I mean, I have a few people that got hit. But then again, hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is. So whoever cashed out early and yet,
let's get back into it. Let's get into the studio and have a conversation. So earlier the conversation came up on submission. Women submitting to men. Okay. And I know we have an invisible contributor who wants to be telling us his mind today, but yeah, we'll go hear from him. So, Pami, as a man, when you guys talk about submission, what does that mean to you all? Like, what do you mean by submit? You have to submit to me. You have to submit to a man. As a woman, you have to submit to me. All that. Yada stuff.
As a man, from my perspective, when I say I want a woman to be submissive, I want a woman to lower her guards for me to lead.
Okay.
She should trust where I'm leading her to, or where I'm trying to lead our relationship or our marriage to. So that's the most important thing. It doesn't come with like, oh, you have to do this for me, you have to do that for me. It's more of like, I always see my partner as a helper. Okay. But as a helper too, you're also following my lead. But as I also give directions as well, you also have the right to give me your 2-piece. But even though you're giving me your 2-piece and stuff, you still respect the fact that I'm the leader. And I'm guiding you. Yeah.
Okay. So when you say, they're supposed to let you lead and you say respect that you're going to lead. So now all these things that you've said, what is because women, and Adjoa, I don't know if you can agree with me, women most times are looking for the assurance, the security, I forgot, a provider. So are you able to do all these things for the woman without being disrespectful?
Yeah, I think you can do that. Unfortunately, we live in a society where most of our men, do not have those things in place and they request for certain things. Like you can't have certain elements and expect to, have a certain results. You know, you have to have certain things in place first. And as a man, if you are supposed to be the leader of the house, you want to make sure the house can trust the security, can trust that they'll be good under your care and all that. But if you yourself are not even in that space where you're okay enough to do all those things, you can do that. Okay. Right. So like when it comes to finances, for example, if you're a man, you have to make sure your finances are in a good place where even if your partner is working on that, she can feel like she's safe. She knows that, oh, okay, you can hold things down for a while. It might not be most of the time, but majority of the time, they want to know that if this happened, I know I'm good. I know I'm safe. Oh, if somebody's breaking into the house, I know my man will be the person to go out first because he's protecting us and stuff. It's not like when it happens, then the man is where you're looking for the man is hiding in the closet. Like you guys have to figure out where he is and all this kind of stuff, you know. So it's all those things, but on a serious note, to get submission, you also have to prove yourself. And the prove yourself also comes in so many ways. But also it depends on what the other person wants you to prove to them before they submit to you. And that's where the funny part comes in.
Okay. Well, I will come to that because I have a question for you. But Adjoa, as a woman, when a man comes to you or when you're having a conversation, be it, you know, somebody you're in a relationship or somebody you are, you know, looking to get into a relationship or lead to marriage, that when they come to you and they talk about submission, what are your views on that and how do you perceive that?
Okay, my views on submission, it aligns with what you said in the beginning. So for me to submit to you, I am trusting in your leadership to lead the both of us. I'm trusting you to lead me in the right direction, not astray. I am basically leaving my life in your hands, technically. So it's like, I want to make sure that I am secure. I am protected enough. I have that assurance from you, regardless if it takes, like, you don't have a problem giving assurance all the time. And you are able to teach me and guide me. Like, if I'm able to learn a lot of things from you and you're like, as a woman, you should be teachable. If a man is able to teach you and he's giving you guidance that he knows, like he's just investing all this knowledge in you, knowing that you'll be able to multiply it and do well with it, I think you have my good interest. Okay. So if I see that from you, of course I'm going to submit. And I feel like when it comes to submission, the word can be a little bit like ambiguous for a lot of people. There's a lot of meanings to it. But my meaning to it and how I understand and perceive it is respect. You know, there's a respect for the both of us. I respect you, you respect me.
Right.
There is fairness as well, trustworthy, loyalty, honesty. All of those things compile into submission. So if you're a man and you're doing all those things, you make me feel secure. You make me feel this. You know what? I will be my feminine energy. Like, you don't even have to bother about, oh, this lady doesn't really listen to me, or the lady doesn't do this, she doesn't do this. Like, as long as you're doing those things that I spoke about before, about how submission, how it goes, like there's no problem in being submissive. But the one problem that I'm seeing, remember how I said that it's ambiguous? I think a lot of people interpret submission as, follow my lead, you're my puppy, follow me, regardless. Whatever I say, follow me. You know, I don't think it works that way, because it's like sometimes a lot of men could be like, well, if you don't listen to me, you're not being submissive. If you're not doing what I tell you to do, you're not being submissive. And I don't think that's what submission means.
Okay. And that's where I was going to go to again, because, I've had women that we've had conversations, and I believe that, some men, and correct me if I'm wrong, some men, their, understanding of submission is basically the woman being an idiot. Do as I say and don't question me. Follow my lead and don't question me. If I say it's green, green it is. You have no right or whatsoever to question me. But the very moment you're challenging them, you're not being submissive, you're being disrespectful. So my thing is, then if you're looking for respect, why don't you tell me you want respect, but rather you're telling me to submit to you? Because submission comes automatically when you are with the right person. You know, so let's say, for instance, I'm with Pami. Pami is doing all the right things. Naturally, as a woman, I'm going to submit to him, because guess what? He's giving me all these things. He's being the provider. He's giving me all the assurance. He's giving me the security. He's giving me the comfort that I need as a woman.
He's loving you the way you want to be loved.
He's loving me the way I want to be loved. So what is the point of me trying to be masculine when I can be
and
feminine?
combative? Exactly. You'll be soft.
You know what I mean? So I believe that most men, or where we find ourselves, where we come from, some men, their definition of submission is being stupid. Don't question me when I speak.
So where do you think that's from?
You don't have an input. I think it's from growing up. I think basically from grandparents, parents, and all of that. You know, the older generation.
Right.
You know, when they train that ukunu kasa men can be. Men men question bibia. So even if the man is leading you astray, you as a woman,
you can't say anything.
You can't say anything.
Because you'll be deemed disrespectful.
Right.
And it's like they'll say, oh, when you're by, what say I because you're so combative.
You think they say that because of you say something back or the way you say it?
No, I don't think it's the way you say it or the way you say it back. I don't think that's an issue.
It's the way you say it.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I can agree with what he's saying. Sometimes women, we can be a little, you know, but for me, again, it all comes down to the man that you're with. If I know my man and I know, say, that's a good man right there, he's got my back no matter what, whatever it is. Yes, I will ask questions, but my tone
will be different.
My tone and my approach will be different. So let's say, for instance, you say, oh, let's go here. I'll be like, okay. You say we should. Okay. I mean, it's a good idea, but why though? What made you decide that place? Can you at least explain to me, or can you tell me why? And, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly, why you say we should do that. But there are some people, the minute I say we're going to Osu it is.
It's period. No ifs, buts, ands, we're going.
You know, so for me, I feel that the definition of submission.
I think
I don't get it. You get it?
I get it.
You get it?
I get it. But I'm waiting for what he wants to say.
My thing is that the challenge. I do agree that some of our grandparents, basically, maybe how our parents or our grandparents are treating our previous parents and stuff and all that. But I also feel like one part that I think the women also miss in terms of when men have challenge with the way women approaches, also the way the way they say their stuff to them. Because I always say women are master manipulators. I don't care what anybody says. It's a fact.
Say that again. What you say?
As if men are not.
Women are master manipulators.
And most men.
And men are what?
No.
Most men are narcissistic.
Oh,
how about that?
You can call it as it is. I say this because I trace it back all the way to the Bible.
Here we go again.
Oh.
You are quoting the Bible.
So we are doing the Bible today.
They're doing the Bible today.
All right.
This is how they get you. This is how the men get you.
Let me land.
Okay, quote your Bible.
Let me land.
Yeah.
Let me land. I have a theory.
It's your woo. I
I
think
do too much right now.
we're doing too much. I think.
I have a theory. I have a theory, right?
So we can't make sounds again.
I'm not saying you can't. I have a
Adjoa,
theory where
please.
a little finger on your lips. Okay. Oh, that took me back to memory lane. But yeah, to me, it takes it back because I always said this. Adam was in the garden for a long period of time. He used the rules and regulations of the garden. Don't eat the apple of the tree. Blah, 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 blah. He didn't have to worry about that. He did always what God told him to do, whatever it is, right? I'm not here to point fingers at women. I'm just trying to state my facts why women are master manipulators, right? Eve came into play. My belief is Eve knew the relationship Adam had with God, and she was yearning for that kind of relationship. But unfortunately, she wasn't getting that relationship, so she was trying to find ways to get a better relationship. The only way that she could have gone that relationship is if she and Adam had a different kind of experience. And that's where the thought or like, it can go, I don't want to, I'm cutting it short because I don't want to go that long because if I say I'll go that long, podcast will be in there. Right? But the point is, it took Eve to convince Adam to break that rule, even though Adam was in that same garden without Eve and didn't break that rule. Right? Because if Eve didn't have that convo with Adam, that, hey, Adam, I just ate this apple. This stuff is good. You should try it. If she didn't convince him, if the manner of which she spoke to him, I actually believe that when she ate the apple, that's when she got to understand what feminism is. What it means to be a woman. She got that skill. And she got to understand that I can let this man do what I want him to do based on how I approach it. Now, taking it back to what we have today. We live in a generation where a lot of women are trying to work shoulders with men. And men are finding challenges dealing with
How
women.
so though? How are some women trying to
Care to elaborate?
Well, like, for example,
elaborate on that for me, please?
Like, for example, most men grew up, as you said, most men grew up in a space where when a man says A, the man understands, right? But now, thanks to feminism, thanks to equality, right? Women now have a say too. So when a woman says A, it's like, no matter what, you have to consider it too, right? So now the man feels like, you want me to lead, but at the same time, too, you're still asking questions. The part that I feel like men didn't understand or know how to deal with it was knowing how to take it. Also, the part that I feel like women didn't know how to deal with, because women now got the power to be what? To have a say. And when they begin to have a say, they became very aggressive with it. Forgetting that they also have, hear me out. I know you're there, right? Hear me out. Don't lose me yet. Don't lose me yet. Stay with me, right? They lost it because of how they say it, right? They lost it by how they say it. I always say, if you go to your husband says, hey, today I eat a banku. I want banku in the house, right? And you said, nah, I know you're better fool. And you're challenging. Do you think you'll be on the same page with you?
You see,
So you think
I'm
if
coming. I want to answer the question. I'm getting to the point. Do you think he will agree with you?
no, but
Okay.
okay. So do you think if she's like, oh, Mira, wait, dear, oh yeah, we should have fufu instead?
no, I think it's a conversation where you be like, Benkun. Okay, I didn't see now see independent.
But the tone is different.
right.
It's calm.
Yes,
What is
exactly.
now?
The tone.
Okay.
And that's where most of the men have issues with today
okay.
when it comes to the submissive part.
Okay.
Because it's like, it's my say against your say. But at the same time, too, you want me to lead. But the truth of the matter is, too, women also forget that they have the power. Because let me tell you the truth. If you want to even broaden it wider, matter of fact, I'll take me off topic. I don't want to do that. But what I'm just trying to say is the tone of how you present it. Men, if you're a woman and you know how to say certain things as a woman, whereby you're not in that feminine energy, you can let any man do anything for you.
And you know what? Let me go back to you saying that women being master manipulators or master manipulators. I think it will be to your benefit with the right woman. It will be to the benefit. Because at first I feel like you were saying it in a negative way.
No, I'm saying
No.
I never say that in a negative way.
But it's like more majority of the time is viewed negatively.
Like the same way. I consider men. There's a reason why I have this title. I call it balance. It's a yin yang sign, right? In Chinese, they believe that women equate to chaos, men equal to order, right? Chaos in this situation, normally what do you say? Chaos is a negative thing, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, too, it is not a negative thing in this situation. Women are just people who like to blossom things.
Yeah.
That's why they say a wife will make your house a home.
Or give her money and she'll multiply it.
Thank you. That's what the chaotic part of her does. It is the man that is supposed to bring structure. That is the order. You get me?
No.
No.
Now, it gets to a place. I also believe that this topic is what I'm about to say is going to take it to a different direction.
Go ahead.
I also feel like single parenting, an increase of single parenting has now raised men not to be leaders anymore.
I agree with you. That one, yeah, I agree.
A lot of men don't know how to lead because they have their father figures in the house. Right? So there are a lot of men who know how to control their emotions sometimes, but do not know how to take the lead.
Okay.
Exactly.
You don't know how to create structure. Right? And that's where the challenge is.
Okay.
This thing can go deep.
Go ahead.
That's what
It's more insightful if you go deep.
I mean, we're here to, educate people
and learn.
Right.
Yeah.
But men when, okay, let me put it this way. Going back to Adam and Eve story again. When a creator creates something, right? Let's say I created this bottle, right? This amazing bottle, wine bottle, stuff. The next creation I want to create should have a better taste, should be better than this, right? That's the expectation, right? When God created Adam, he understood that Adam has certain characteristics, but he also understood that there are certain characteristics that Adam did not have. So when he created Eve, he made Eve understand that what you have is way different from what he has. You're a better version of it. That's why women have the ability to give birth. That's why women are more emotional than men. Right?
Yeah.
But now we are asking of men to be more emotionally stable when that is not part of their characteristics. To men, emotionally intelligence is a skill
that you acquire,
but it's not
acquired.
Okay.
But
you're not born
with
it.
But as a boy, if you give birth to a boy, no matter what the situation, if something is happening, if a dog is about to attack the mother, the boy always shows up for the mother, right?
Yeah.
It is part of who he is. But he's not an emotionally intelligent person. He has to learn how to do that. But now, because most men are raised in single parent home, mostly with their mothers, they do have the emotional intelligence part of it, but do not know how to lead because they don't have that leading figure in the house to show how to lead. We have our fathers that will tell you that, hey, when you wake up in the house, when you're going to sleep, make sure the gate is closed, all those kind of things. But guess what? The mothers most of the time don't let their sons do that, right?
And see, when they get married, they'll even tell the wife, say, check, it say gate's not at all.
It's all those little things play a part. I'm not saying all people from single parenthood do all that. But it plays a huge part in it. Because if you don't have that man in the house to show the boy how to be a leader, where else is he going to learn from? After all, even in the schools now, we don't have male teachers anymore like we used to.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have a male figure to teach him what to do. That's why when something little happens, the kids begin to cry a lot. They don't know how to take this in and I'm going to work through it.
Right.
I'm going to work through it and stuff. So that's why I say,
can I stem something off of what you just said about that single parent, raising and things like that? So we have some women that they're able to handle it really well. and they have that support system.
Right.
But then you have the other side of the spectrum where some women are just like, you know what, I can do it by myself. I don't need a man. That I like 100% disagree with that, because I feel like even though you're a woman and let's just say some circumstance happened and you're a single parent, at least try to have some type of male figure or like a male relative or someone with masculine energy to also help and lead the children. Because a lot of women are just like, you know what, I can do it by myself. I don't need a man. I don't need, so you do, I don't need a man. Nah, and when the kid grows up, then it's another issue.
And that's where I come in to say that I feel like this single parenting campaign has had more effect on kids that people don't like.
There's a lot of mommy and daddy issues when you grow up.
And it shows on the other side of women as well.
Yeah.
Because most women too don't know how to be loved because they don't have their fathers around to know how to be loved is.
Okay, so when you say single mothers, they say, "Oh, I don't need a man. I don't need a man." Has it occurred to you guys that some women are bitter, angry based on the previous experience, so that they're just like, I'm tired of men. I don't need a man.
I agree, yes.
Yeah.
But also put it in mind, I always say that two people don't end up having a kid just because one person wanted to have a kid.
Exactly.
Both of you
decided
to have
the kid.
So don't make it look like because of him too, there's a problem. You also had an issue. Just like they identify it. Unfortunately, both of you had issues, ended up giving birth to a child. You all didn't resolve the issues before giving birth to a child. There's a pastor called Pastor Andy Stanley. He wrote a book, The New Rules of Love, Sex and Dating. If you get a chance, read it. He has a show on that as well too. And he said, we live in a world where people are not working on themselves to be better people before going into relationships. But they carry their issues going into a relationship. And when they get married, they think, oh, something small. No, let's get married. When we get married, it will be better.
It'll be better.
Then they get married.
Yeah, people are quick to be...
Then...
make those hasty decisions and then they go in and be like, this is not for me.
My relationship with my husband is not that strong. When I have a kid with him, it will be better.
They don't realize that as soon as you get married, that problem amplifies even more.
Exactly my point. Exactly my point.
So
that is where some of the issues are. So as much as I would like to point fingers at the single fathers sometimes, the single mothers also have a role to play in it.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, and I always tell people, if women can take accountability for our part that we also play in divorces or breakup relationships at home, I think that we'll get somewhere, because sometimes when the relationship breaks now, we women are so quick to point fingers at the men and not acknowledging what we also contributed to why it led to where we are.
Exactly.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah. And personally, I feel that we as women, we need to stop this whole feminine nonsense and know that men are born to lead.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I mean real men, let me put it out, real men are born to lead, and they're going to lead regardless. So the subject of I don't need a man, maybe you might not need just any man. Let's put it out. Put it this way. I don't need just any man. I need a man that is going to be in my life and be a provider and give me the security, the assurance, the comfort, and lead and be a man. And I know that, that's my man. Right. Honestly, I don't want to wear your pants.
Yeah.
I don't want to wear your pants because my pants are too tight. My thighs are too big to fit your pants.
But then some relationships, it's like the dynamic has changed. It's like the woman is now wearing the pants of the relationship and the man is just sitting there.
That's some men. Some men do.
Some.
But as a man, if you know who you are, you know your worth, and you know where you're coming from, and you take a charge, you take the lead, and let the woman know by not being disrespectful, not being harsh, not being intimidating, and all of that, you're being a man and you're letting the woman know that, hey, I got you. We're doing this together. I got you. Relax. Let your guard down. Because for me, my guard is way up. My guard is like way, way up. So it takes somebody who knows what they're about and what they stand for to be able to come and bring this guard down.
I know I'm not in the classroom. I'm going to raise my finger here. Why is your guard up?
You know, I think is based on experience.
Yeah.
Based on the things that I have been through, based on the things that I have seen,
Okay.
I have heard, and the people around me, the things they've shared,
Okay.
and my personal experience.
Right.
So for me, like somebody would say to me, so do you know how to submit?
Yeah.
And I looked at them. I'm like, okay. Do you really want my answer? You know, of course, I'm cussing it out. I say, yes, of course I know. Because guess what? I don't want to wear your pants.
Right.
I do not. I don't want to be a man. I want to be a woman. I want to be able to wear my heels. I want to be able to wear my mini skirt, my booty showers. I want to be a woman, but I want to know that I have a man who is taking control, a man who is leading by all means and making me know that I'm the man and I got you. And if it goes down, I'm still here. I'm still going to stand. I'm still going to be the man. I don't need no sissy.
Right.
But I have a question for the both of you. Okay, so I've been seeing this phrase going around for some time, and I just want to see what your outlook is on it about the submission part. So, Pami earlier said that it's the way we talk. If we learn how we talk, the way we relay communication to the man is the way we basically get his attention, grasp, his heart, basically. So I'm thinking like, okay. And then, AJ, you also said that, okay, for you to be in your feminine energy, for what he's asking, you have to feel secured. You have to feel that, you have to feel like he's the leader. He's, for you to feel that, okay, I can be my feminine energy. This man is the man.
Right.
So now I want to know where it starts. Yes, I want to know where it starts. Is it that the man has to bring in that energy first before the woman? And we shouldn't make it seem transactional.
Yes, okay. Now there's the thing. As I said before, when you are single, not even the single, let's take it back a bit. When you're with your parents, as a girl, your first love should always be your dad.
Well, hello.
Your first love has to be your dad. And your dad has to show you what it means to be loved.
Right.
So that when you are going out there, you know what you're expecting of.
Us.
But at the same time, to spending time with yourself to understand what you are also expecting of the person that you want to be with, and also understanding what the person will look for. Going back to understanding stuff, are you who the person you're looking for is looking for?
Deep. Yeah.
A lot of people want the six feet guy.
Yeah, they want the six
packs,
the six pack, the
hot
chocolate, and all of that.
But
Slim big waist.
Ask themselves, that guy that I'm looking for, who is he looking for?
Am I the big belly, big girl thing that he's looking for?
Right.
Am I his spec and all of that?
Exactly. So he also has his own requirements.
Right.
We complain that guys be messing. There are guys who have high bodies. Matter of fact, I'll take it back to the Love Island fans. They'll tell you.
Not Love Island. Love Island.
There was a guy in the previous season.
Yes.
Right? Let me tell you, it was a funny story. It was a funny thing. It happened right in front of America's face. And now everybody started hating on the guy when they found out his body count. When the guy came, then they started the whole show. He's the tallest guy, dark skin, six packs, hey, everything,
Quote unquote, every woman's dream.
No,
not me.
Then guess what happened?
I like them big belly.
In the show, they allowed
so I can rock it.
So they allowed
With the beard.
So guess what? They allowed the woman to choose first.
Right.
Guess how many women chose him?
A lot.
Three. Out of 6 women, like 3 of them chose him. Then they gave him the option to choose the one he wanted to be with, and he chose one. As time went on, there was a show that there's a game that they play where they talk about body counts. And they predict who has the highest body count. Opener had like 100 pass body count.
Already
Right. When he had it, now all the girls are disgusted. Ew. I'm like, why do you think he has that? Because you've been falling. I've forgotten 3 of y'all chose him first.
Chose him.
Half of the girls over there chose him.
He's everybody's spec, of course.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Do you know of what you are looking for? Have you really sat down to know which kind of person am I looking for? Before you even go into the dating world to see what you want. Because I will tell you, I have made those mistakes before. But doing my mistakes, I also got to understand that I can't project my mistakes onto the woman. It's not their fault. I had a role to play because I didn't understand what I wanted. So when I understood what I wanted, when a woman is acting the fool, I don't waste my time. Or by the time I'm going to go still, or I'll just let you know, hey, I'm sorry. I don't see this still going anywhere.
I feel like if you ghost, it's childish.
It's childish. Okay, fine. Sorry. Maybe that's a toxic trait. But I'm saying.
I don't watch what you guys watch. I can't relate. But I can just sit there and be the...
But I can't go back and forth with a woman who doesn't know how to talk to me as a man. Because we as men, we will go all out. And I'm telling you, a grown man who comes from a home where his dad has taught him how to lead, when he's stepping out of the house with you, he's not going to let you open the door first. He's going to open the door for you to go first.
Yes.
He's not going to let you walk by the side of the road whilst, no, he's going to walk and you be on this side.
Right.
So in case a car is passing by, there's accident happening, you are already protected.
Right.
But I mean, wait, what are you saying?
That's all I say. I mean,
Wait, when you and her are walking on the street,
on the street, yes.
we'll walk where the car can hit you so that
No, you're not getting my point. So you're on the walkway, right?
But what's wrong with that?
You're supposed to be the protector.
He's being a protector.
Is that what
Yes, that's what God has made you guys to be a protector
That's what
for
you're
women.
supposed to do, though.
you're supposed to lay down your life?
You're supposed to take a bullet. Instead of Bruno Mars to sign
for you.
I'll take a bullet for you. I'll take a grenade for you. I know the amount.
But let me just on the small, just on the small scale.
Coco.
Just on the small scale.
Go find boy the next minute.
It goes deep. This thing goes deeper and deeper. But the question is, are you who the person you're looking for is looking for? So it's not about who brings it first, who brings it last.
So basically, you're saying it will naturally happen.
Naturally happen when both people have worked on themselves enough to find each other.
Okay.
If you're not working on yourself enough and you're looking, how can you tell me that you are going somewhere you're not well equipped to go to that place?
I mean, for me, I feel like currently in this dispensation, if you're going into a relationship or going into a marriage, you first have to know who you are.
It's an individual. It's the number one requirement.
Who you are, what you are about,
and what your standards are.
What you stand for, what your standards are, and all of that. So you don't go settling for what you're not
aligned with.
You don't settle for less.
Let me tell you the 5 things I look for in a woman. A woman who knows who she is, what she wants, what she's about, have self-love and is ambitious. That's the only thing.
Yeah, and I mean, kudos to you on that. But you see, the generation where we're in, that is how come we have a whole lot of fake Barbies out there. Because we have superficial men that are looking for, the big butt, the big boobs.
You guys are more visually gravitating.
Yeah, but men are visual beings.
Yeah, y'all are visual and we are emotional.
We get attracted first by what we see.
As someone.
And based on what we see, we want to, find out.
You want to find... No. Just say you want to stick it in there.
Exactly.
No.
It's also important, but that's not the main...
That is
every tokro be out the room.
But why are we making it look like it's the man's fault, though? Why are we trying to make it look like it's the man's
Because you know what? You just reminded me about something. Hold on. No. Let me go. Okay. He just reminded me about something. So I was talking with my friends in the group chat, right? And we had seen this OnlyFans girl. She was trending on Twitter and Instagram. Yes. So there was this. So there was this girl, right? She was an OnlyFans model and she was living in the house with her boyfriend. The boyfriend paid for the house, everything, basically paid for everything. And they said allegedly she was caught cheating. So all of a sudden, instead of her taking accountability, she's just throwing tantrums. She'll self-injure herself to make it seem like the guy has hit her. She'll just do weird things and things like that. Emma, me, what did you? Emma, so who girl nobody? Who nobody? No for just away. Face our face. The face is giving face card. A approved, no decline. Right. And then one of my friends said, you know what, that's his fault because he knew what he was signing up himself for.
Oh.
But black men, say girl no you bruni, and a guy no and you know, when they see those things, that's the first thing men will look at before he looks at someone's character.
So I have this thing. Today, guys, I'll let me read my theories. I have a theory that a beautiful flower, right? A beautiful petals. The petals are what attracts the bee to the flower, right?
Right.
But it's not what makes the bee stay on the flower for long. It's the nectar, what the flower has, that makes the bee stay for long. Your beauty is always going to attract, right?
But your character,
but your personality and your character is going to make you stay, right? Now, a tour. Do we take you out to the BBL clinic to go and do it?
Master,
No, I'm coming. Hear me out. We don't take you there. But there's a reason why you do that. Because what you know is going to get a certain kind of man's attention.
but where did that come from?
But that
Came from the insecurity that men project on women. Let's start there.
No, Pami.
Pami, what kind of crime man? I want
People talking about.
Pami, hold it right there.
Talking
Listen,
about-
you will be married to a man, and I mean, this is something that I've dealt with. I was able to console the girl. You have the perfect body. I mean, not perfect, but you know, you have the shape.
Yeah,
where
right.
you
You have
look
to-
good,
yes.
Okay, where everybody.
Yes.
And you get married, childbirth. Most women bodies go through different changes.
Right.
Hormonal changes and all of that. Their bodies go through so many changes.
They lose their teeth, their hair.
Yeah, so they lose so many things. I'm telling me, I went bald right here.
Sa? Hey.
And you know, you have a man where you take your clothes off and you're standing with him in the bedroom and you'll be like,
So
you know, so with a woman like that,
yes.
so what kasa not say if the person is not confident in who they are,
Should do
and they've made their
anything.
mind say, look, I am who I am. Then you say a childbirth, and I say people go through when they get, sometimes they're on medications and all of that, and the side effect of the medication is severe weight gain and all of that.
Right.
So their bodies go through so many changes.
Right.
So if you're a man and you have a woman like that, and you talk down on her, what are you doing to her psychologically?
Okay, now I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. As I said, most of the time, just as a skill. Most men don't have it. Most men have to learn how to have it, right? But I'm going to put that on the side to a bit. For the woman aspect, right? You understand that your body has gained weight, right? You have gained weight. It's the same way a man will lose a job. But how bills are supposed to be paid, right? You expect him to go still find some way to pay that bills, right? Hello, you guys are quiet.
I said,
Yes.
Yeah.
You expect him to pay bills. It's the same way. If he found you elegant, right? You gave birth.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't have the emotional intelligence to figure out that, you know what, she just went through a very rough stage. I have to give her that consideration.
Right.
Right? I have to give her that, like, you know, hey, your body went through this one. Let's try and work this out and get your body back to shape. Also, self-confidence is not a man's responsibility. Let's call a spade a spade.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
So no, but let me stop both of you right now.
Yes, stop them. Stop them. Stop them.
I'm coming.
Pami, what you're saying there, I don't agree.
I was on the floor.
I don't agree.
No.
Should we let him land
I have the
first?
master microphone, so yeah, I can
Give her the microphone.
I'll mute you, right? I'll mute this right.
Mute.
This
Do finger.
What do you go ahead? When you finish the bomb, I will throw at you.
So self-confidence is your personal responsibility. It's not his responsibility.
You think men don't feed into it?
Okay.
Wait.
Before
you manage,
orgasm is your responsibility, not our responsibility to let you get.
But orgasm is too late. Why do you see another thing about women?
Exactly. You are talking too much. Men orgasm. All we need is traction. That's all we need. We are fine. With women, it goes deeper. So let's not even go. Women's organ. First of all, women don't even know their body enough to understand how to do organ. I will take it there.
Hello. Say you Gen Zs don't know your bodies, but
why? But back to what we were saying, right? Self-confidence is your responsibility.
Yep.
I don't care what anybody says. You have, if your body doesn't look good, you yourself should be your first critic. It shouldn't be your partner. And if your partner calls it out, you shouldn't see it as a way of like he hates you. No.
Pami,
But it's the way y'all say it.
Pami, stop it
And
right
that's
there.
why I say emotional intelligence is a skill. Most men don't.
You should learn it.
You should learn
Pami,
it.
You
It's
should
the
learn
same-
it.
it's
I
the-
shouldn't teach you how to be emotionally intelligent.
Right. But I'm also making you understand that as much as it's a skill, it's the same way that we don't ask men to be providers.
Oh, some men do.
Some men do. What
Some
do you
men
mean?
do.
Oh, some men do.
Some are
Some men
freeloaders.
do.
What do
And
you
that's why
mean?
some women, those women who do, most of the time, the women who provide for themselves and all those kinds, you don't actually need a man. All they need from the man is to be emotionally intelligent. Think about it. Women who already know how to provide for themselves, they have everything for themselves. They want a man who knows how to be emotionally intelligent.
Or a man who can have sex. Good sex.
Wow.
Exactly. So because of that, so you see, so because of that,
Hold on. Nyempese mutini. Take note. Papa na se no pon kana me man response. Pato say.
Repeat.
Repeat, please. Repeat.
Yeah, the bomb balls with your
No,
repeats.
but it's fact. Once a man has, like Pami is saying, once a woman has everything and she doesn't need anything from a man, it's one of two things, like you said. It's
What?
either he needs a man that is very emotionally intelligent and a man who can give a good sex.
Okay, so
one or the other.
the emotional intelligence you're spot on, but you see, we live in a generation where Charlie, there are things.
Please elaborate.
And I mean,
Please elaborate.
see, if you with the speed go,
like you see,
you know, and like different, like
Different gears.
a quarter.
It can never replace.
exactly.
No, you see,
it can never replace.
I don't think we women are so.
Never replace it because it's just the touch of the man.
Exactly.
The touch and the feel. Even the way some men are so sexy in a way that even the way they breathe on you,
Yes.
the way they breathe
It's
on
ours,
you,
isn't it?
and the way they whisper into your ears, or the way they look at you.
The Zika
Yeah.
whisper.
No, me
But hold on, when it comes to the sex partner, I don't think it's who can rock my body well, and I said something like that. It's like that emotional intelligence you do while getting intimate.
right. For me,
that will catch a woman.
yes, that's what-
We're
yes,
not
catch-
like, how well can
buy
you?
it.
I got the reason why.
The last time I checked,
Why do you disagree?
the last time I checked, the women that have a lot of kids out there, that they have more, like, what's the name? Multiple kids,
baby
and
daddies.
Baby
multiple
daddies.
baby daddies and stuff. Most of the time, it's not because of that though. It's not because of that. Just because the man can fuck her and give her the orgasm. Sorry for cursing. Yes.
Wait, this is the truth.
Yes,
Of course,
but like you can fuck it away, right? But as much as he knows how to fuck, there's even saying that men who don't know how to do, and the men who don't have anything to do know how to fuck well.
Yep.
That's true. If they don't have a job, if they don't have anything going good for themselves,
I
then
beg
yeah.
to differ on that. Listen.
Because
that's how
a businessman, a CEO who is always thinking about making
He
money,
doesn't have time.
He doesn't have time to even think
Yes,
about
of
how I'm
course.
going to arouse my woman.
Yes, no, but you see, we have some men that are matured. We have CEOs that are matured. They're about their business.
Keyword
They also-
matured.
Yes, they also know how to please their women.
No, Adjoa, what he's saying is not that they don't know. But you see,
But what you say? No, you see how you say somebody who doesn't have a job will have time and foreplay and be doing all kinds of things.
Long
But
time.
yes, you will have somebody that is matured enough. Yes, he has his own business. He's a businessman.
And still have time to rock
and
your
still
body.
have time and go. Then you don't like that.
but not,
You know?
See balance.
They make it their full-time job. These are the guys who are jobless, no? They make sex their full-time job.
Because they know they have nothing to offer. They have nothing to
all
offer.
they
So
can
that's
offer.
what-
Me personally, I'm gonna get personal. Me personally, as a man, if you're coming to me and you think sex is the thing that you can offer me, fuck off.
Yeah.
Fine.
No.
Fine.
No.
I mean, if you good, you give me good sex and all of that. Yes, there is more to life than sex.
Yes, I agree.
You
I agree.
understand?
But
yes, I mean, it's good to, get jiggy, get freaky and do all kinds of things and all of that. But if you come into me thinking that you're coming to wow me with sex,
Then
but AJ, don't forget, you are matured. You have got to that stage where you know all those things.
right.
A 21-year-old girl doesn't know. 22, 25, 26, that's when
Even
they're
30-year-olds.
Some 30-year-olds still move like that, though.
they're still picking their bit. You have gone there, been there, done that.
Okay.
So you know it. They don't know it. So for you to be able to identify those things, sometimes you have to go and do try and error. Unfortunately for some people. And the try and error sometimes too.
That's when it gives you
leads
the
to
body
kids
counts.
and the body counts and all that. You see? And I can even push a standard again and we go back to the Bible again.
Yeah.
Right?
And they have been on it by
Prophet Pami.
Me, I believe the main reason why God said we shouldn't have sex before marriage is not because of the marriage situation thing. It's because he understood that if we have certain experiences with certain group of people, expectations before you and when you go into that marriage will be different.
Yeah, Pami.
That's where you start comparing partners.
Let me say this. Okay, so there is this couple, and that's how come I always say, Charlie, test the car first.
Oh, okay.
There's this couple here, guy named Money Who Fans. Me, Charlie, I go fit do this, I go they talk. They got married. Honeymoon time. Papa. Papa, I say one.
Right.
And I know so what I say. So me, I believe
doing a test run.
Forgive me, but you have to test drive.
And I hear you, AJ. I hear you, right? But if the woman has not tested a big dick before, how would she know it's a big dick? Right, I'm coming. Anyhow, how will a guy know if a woman knows how to ride if he has not tested it before?
You can have a big dick and not know how to use it.
That's true.
And I'm also saying, that's why I said I understand why God said that. Because when both of you are inexperienced and you haven't experienced, the experience is between you two.
Until now, they said virgins, like basically when you do that, you don't have no because you don't have no experience.
It doesn't apply to the woman, it applies to the man.
Yeah, but it's more focused on the men when it comes to that aspect.
No, but the point I am making is straight from the Bible. I said that's why I understood why God said that. Because I'm telling you, some of us, the experience we went through before we are married, if my wife, you can't do helicopter.
Hold on, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all a story, right? This is a story I heard right out of college. I have a friend. And your backflips on the thing.
Hey,
I'm telling you. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's their experience. And that's why they said a try and error part plays a huge
But hold on, let me give you this aspect, right? What I was gonna say. So I have a friend in Chicago, right? And she's a licensed counselor. And we were talking some time ago, and she was talking about how one of her friends basically never had sex. Got married to one man. Never had sex, she's a virgin. Got married to one man, right? And, marriage was going right. And then the friend came to see her and was like, you know what? My husband really doesn't seem engaging during that. Is that how it is? Is that because she doesn't know? She's never had that experience before. She never test drove, nothing. Virgin until marriage. So the lady was like, okay. And she know that, the lady that my friend is also friends with the husband, right? So she said, okay, let me go have a chat with your husband. Let me see what's going on. Like help y'all counsel things. So she goes to the man. And they're talking.
First of all, sorry, I don't mean to catch up, but I don't think it was a place. I feel like she should have told her husband to have that conversation with him.
But then she couldn't connect the dot correctly with the man. It's like they couldn't have that communication because the lady already knows kind of lost. She doesn't know how to really, connect.
Right.
So as the counselor is there to facilitate that communication, she's like, okay, let me go, circle back with it. So they were having that conversation and the guy was like, you know what? I'm thinking of going back to my ex because my ex was no way. I saw she was doing all things mid-crowd when I buy lingerie for my wife. No, she just doesn't, do the things that my ex used to do. Exactly.
Right. And that's what I said.
So the guy having that experience with the ex, he's more geared towards going to the ex because that ex, just said, I shall flash, will do every move.
He has rocked his world. So the experience level was.
But I didn't see now before virgin.
That's the point. This is the point. I'm going back to why sometimes men go back to virgins, because men don't want to see their partners as that. There are some men who like value the title or what comes as a wife. So they don't want to see their wife as one of those. And also, unfortunately for we men nowadays especially, sex is thrown on our face each and every day now.
Oh, yeah.
You go on Twitter, it is everywhere.
It's everywhere.
So like, because of some certain expectations we have, we prefer to have it with someone crazy so that our wife will be that.
We can
perfect.
preserve that.
Exactly.
Right. But you can't have your cake and eat it at the same time.
Right. And that's where the wrongness comes in too.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. If both parties don't know what it feels like, what that experience is like, why we to ask ourselves why our parents never had this kind of conversations back then? They never had those conversations because they didn't have to worry about those things. We now are exposed to so many things. Women are now practicing sexual liberation. So now women are going the crazy way. So now if you're married, don't know how to give head, automatic disqualification.
But so this is what I want to understand. So, and back to the wife thing that you're talking about. Okay. So if you are a man and you want to experience all this and you're married, why don't you do that with your wife? Why do you want to subject somebody else's daughter to that?
Exactly.
It is either the man he's not in a place where he can have that conversation with the woman to tell her that this is what I like, and the woman is really to be receptive. Right? If the woman is really to be receptive, I think there will be a way to go. But there are some men too, because of, I said, the ideology of what a wife is and what that title
It's pure.
carries is so pure and stuff. They don't want to impose that. I'll tell you, I want a queen by freaking the sheets. I've said it. I know my taste.
You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that, Pami. And I agree and I applaud you for saying that, because you know why? I don't see why worry me. Now the matinee fee.
Right.
And then you go and you want Adjoa to do all these things with you. And then you like, what do you take her for?
And that's what I'm saying. One is the introduction of sex to the person. Right? The introduction of sex to the person wasn't an intimate moment. It was just a pleasure moment. You get me? So he doesn't understand that intimacy when you have sex with a man and a wife, husband and a wife. He doesn't understand that intimacy. He sees it as a pleasure thing. And the kind of pleasures that he likes as well too, he doesn't want to impose onto the woman because the woman doesn't even know much about it.
But you guys are married for a reason.
Yes, you're right. Married for a reason.
Why you married? So don't go marry somebody and then come to expect me to be a freak.
Exactly. Don't marry someone that doesn't equal your freak.
Toys. You want me to be doing all these hairdo, piercing, and all of that crap.
So I'll take you back again to Andy Stanley, the new rules of love, sex, and dating. He made it very clear. If you want to have a good relationship, a very intimate relationship, and very intimate sex, you should stay away from listening to certain songs. And trust and believe that's going to be so hard. Because every cookout you go to, you hear things.
I mean, that's the point I was going to make, that you're making it look like if you marry a woman who does not have anything to compare to, that's a recipe for success. Because human beings as we are, even if she doesn't have anything to compare to, once she tastes it,
she's going to compare it to it.
Exactly. She has an ecosystem. She has friends she talks to. She has things she's exposed to. She will know that, this is my husband in 5 inches. No. There's some 7 inches somewhere. There's some 6 inches somewhere. If the on before you realize, she wants to see what an 8 inches tastes like.
Exactly.
It doesn't guarantee anything whether she has something to compare to or not. If she's adventurous, she will still do things she wants to.
And I agree on that. And that's why I go back to say again that these things, as Andy Stanley said, if you really want to have a very intimate relationship, try and find ways and means to take away anything that speaks about sex out of your way.
Okay, so
it's going to be hard in our generation. It's going to be hard in our generation. On social media, it is there. What's your new site? It is there.
No, but Pami, let me piggyback on what Adjoa said earlier, and then you also said to have a conversation. But okay.
Guys, you have 5 minutes.
Okay,
yeah, way past your time.
We're way past our time. We have 5 minutes, everybody. I'm about to wrap it up, and I just want to throw this in there. You see, when it comes to sex, and I'm speaking on this because I went to school for it. I'm educated on that and I learned that. Most African men do not listen. Okay? They do not listen. And they are so stuck up in their old ways that they're not ready and willing to learn anything. And I say this boldly and confidently. I would say majority of them. Some do know what they're about, but majority of them, they don't listen. They assume that if I go and I hold Adjoa's ABR, it turns her on. So automatically, or baby, also turning it. No. You have to listen to your woman and what she's telling you. Because guess what? She knows her body more than anybody else.
African women don't talk.
Oh, no. I don't know which African women.
I don't know who you talking about.
I don't know which.
They are afraid. They are afraid.
Listen,
we don't know.
You know why?
They are afraid that when they
are so
talk,
judgmental. Some men
there you
judge
go.
them. Oh no. But let me tell you something.
They say,
If
oh,
you're my man, if you are my man, and I cannot be freaky. If you are my man, and I cannot be freaky with you, have certain conversations with you, and I'm telling you when you're inside of me, and I'm telling you like this feels good, or you're doing this, you're doing that. If I'm not able to have that kind of, you ain't for me.
AJ, the problem is not you not being able to tell the man. The situation is this: me and you, like Pami saying, we start fresh green. We have a
fresh.
We have a way of
JJC.
we have a structure. We have a way of a system of doing things. Now, maybe 2-3 weeks after me bar, the same thing we do every day. No, in there, oh, catch me say, oh, do this, do that. Now, I say, hey, now, Pacho, who goes here?
And that is you see, producer, you are perfect. Producer, you are perfect. And I've had people call on our shows telling us, Ghana for me unimo, because and I say it's all about the kind of man that you're with.
Yeah, that's true.
Bem I won't any wohono determines how good your sex life is going to be. If you have a freak in the room and a gentleman on the outside, just like you want a freak in the bedroom and then a queen on the streets. Yes, for everybody to that's my queen. We'll do bedroom wa. Hey, you know,
bedroom bully.
And let me drag you back to where we started from. Submission. And that also applies to the man too. If a man is able, I think this applies to Ghanaian women a lot. Well, based and based on my experience.
Pami, hurry up so I can tell you this. You would drag us and I would not.
If you're confident, if you're confident, you allow your woman to feel confident around you, right? You let her feel free around you. I believe you will begin to unlock certain things because already African women, majority of them are so stuck in their ways. They be, I can't say African women, what they know is missionary pay. Right?
Scissors is scissors. Doggy is doggy.
So I'm saying,
the car girl, the cow,
and the back
they also want to try other stuff, but they are also shy to try other stuff, right? Because the people, the OnlyFans people have done so many things, and people are not trying to be like the OnlyFans people. So they are trying to be innocent and all those kind of things. So all the sexual stuff that the OnlyFans people are doing, they would like to do it, but they also want to be portrayed as like someone who has been on the streets, as like a hoe. So as the man, you also have to make a woman feel comfortable. Like, look, I trust where you're from, but at the same time, it's okay to do all those things to us as well. When you do that, I feel like then you release off.
Yeah,
that stuff.
But that's the judgmental part that AJ was talking about. Yeah. Yes, now that makes sense.
Some men are very judgmental, especially. Yes. But you see, the thing about it all boils down to knowing the partner that you're with, and the things you want to introduce them to. Yeah. For me, if you're my partner,
they'll start questioning. Say, hey, how many body counts have you had?
Are you women saying, say, if like you're with your husband and you guys, like I said earlier, have a way of doing stuff, and then he comes out of the blue and says, I want to have anal sex with you. It won't pique your interest to find out where from.
You would question, all of a sudden. You wouldn't judge him, but you'd be curious.
No. It's not about you don't judge.
Mira,
You see, it's how you approach it.
Approach it.
You understand?
Yeah.
See, I know there is books
Yeah.
that you
there's
can
sex
read
books.
about sex.
Yeah.
There are videos that you can
I
watch.
have a
There's
last question.
Yeah, so I mean, it's okay. So it's okay to ask. Hey,
Yeah, of
it's
course,
not being
it's okay.
judgmental, but
It's
asking,
yes,
hey,
you
now
see,
ways to feel.
how you ask the question is how it's going to make the person. Because if you're asking me, if you're asking a question with a judgmental, there is no way I'm going to answer
So
you.
what do you
Right.
think about couples watching porn while having sex?
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, they're like you.
I don't
absolutely
see
not.
anything wrong with that.
I see everything when what a woman telling you say she wants to make you come, so she wants to put her finger in your.
In your way.
And man, scientifically speaking, no, that's where your G-spot is. That is where the G-spot is.
I don't want no this one. I don't want no this one.
Producer. Say what?
How about that one, cause
The woman who say what?
you the man.
Me?
Don't
I
put
say you
Can
that man.
I ask you my question? The woman who say what?
Say one put your hand for your anus inside because that be where your G spot day.
Oh, nee.
You the craze.
You don't even have to put your hand. There is ice.
Yeah.
There is,
Yeah, it's okay. Let's go.
Any tom-tom. I say tom-tom.
there is so many things.
Don't point them
Hey,
to me,
tom-tom.
man.
Any takra. Yeah. Takra.
Anyway, family, thank you so much. Interesting. This is where we draw the curtains. We bring the show to an end tonight. And then your market can't say more. Yes, but you know, takra now the a rock kakra
Tom-tom.
farm.
Obi say
Aboniki.
There be aboniki there, but we couldn't be about. There be aboniki say.
one leg at tom-tom.
Tom.
I didn't even know
Throw. Yeah,
Tom-tom for sure.
Ice now with the whipping kakra.
No, dear who?
You understand with it? Hey, I also hear name.
Miss TikTok. Hey, TikTok me alcohol.
What the rob no what the takrade found out what from
Na bema no so ye obone asa na dolo ene aboniki. Hey.
oh yeah mistake. No, oh yeah mistake. Now what the aboniki ni rob you combine it
Combination. No.
now the ice now the ice account.
Hey.
So with
And
all
Crawford
this
go
experience,
through.
you gotta find a man who is straight, who has all these things, then unfortunately cannot do all these things that you're asking them. Then he becomes the problem. He becomes the problem. He's a leader and everything, but just because he can't use the body keys.
But you see, any man who is afraid for a woman to do stuff, yeah.
It's us intimacy. Us intimacy.
It's
And
intimacy, yeah.
that's why we have to encourage intimacy more than just sexual
But
pleasure.
but you see, intimacy is not only having, sexual intercourse.
Exactly.
Intimacy can be where you're sitting on the couch talking to your wife,
Yes.
rubbing her feet or massaging her.
And now you're in the kitchen, you're cooking,
she's
he's
cooking all this
helping.
Wow, or then we be with Jerry, you rub her back, just lay down, watch TV. But no, Ghana for Mema. Oh, you go collect one.
And you're pine, and run on.
Collect one pay.
And you're nothing.
When you go feed him. All right, family. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is where we draw the curtains. This is where we close tonight. We were lounging and we're vibing. Today has been one heck of an interesting show. We started from one thing, the Kupi baby. We lounge back.
Yeah, don't.
You bet me I started from A. That's how we do it. We're all here to learn. We're here to learn, So it can be being a young candy, please forgive us. It's not our intention. We're all here to entertain, educate, and inform. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you again next week. Pami, give him your last 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, my last thing is, are you who the person you're looking for is looking for? Anytime you are going to a dating world, think about that.
That's what's up. All right, Adjoa.
For me, when you're going to the dating world or even marriage, know your standards, know who you are. And yeah, that again, what Pami said, just find someone who matches your energy, who matches your freak, who matches everything.
Who matches your aboniki?
Aboniki. Who matches your aboniki energy?
All right, on that aboniki energy, please regular rub. But no, really, regular rub. No, if you put it on producer and the family, they are scared. But anyway, family, thank you so much for tuning in, and this is where we end. We will see you again next week. Same time.
Bye.
Peace out.